Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing Cava in the 1 minute pool on ICC. All right, first game of the session, ICC Bullet, guys. Buckle up. I'm going to play for probably half hour or so, maybe a little bit longer. And I've got a nice rating going, 26-15. Let's see if we can keep it up against Grandmaster Cava, who I think is Anton Kovalyov, strong GM of Canadian and I want to say Argentinian origin. Argentine. You get the idea. I'm trying to work for the f4 square. Yeah, let's go here. Hitting that bishop, although he probably won't move it. Okay, we're going to take here. I wonder if he could take it on e5. I'm not sure I should enter these complications, but I'm going to try. Yeah, he just takes. This is a little strange. Knight takes. That doesn't work too well. Okay, I'm going to come here. I got to get pressure on e4. How does this work, though? Just not sure this is really working out in my favor. Okay, I'm going to take here. I'm going to sack. I know that I probably don't have enough for the exchange, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I can finagle something here. I feel like I say that a lot, but I really mean it this time. Okay, let's go h5. I'm worried he'll just sack on e4 and get two rooks for the piece. It's a good move. Okay, I can take here. I can take there. Do I win something? This is weird. Okay, I guess I'm doing this. I'm so far down on time though. I have 7.2 to his 30 seconds. Yeah, this is resignable, basically. I'm just gonna try to play fast and make something happen, but I'm not thinking this is gonna work out so well. Okay, let's do this and then give a check here. We're gonna go pick up his pawn. Well, okay. Let's do this. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to lose on time. That was a strange little scenario right there because I felt like I had something on f3, but it wasn't working. Rook d4, and even though I can take f3 with check, I don't win a piece because my bishop is loose at the end. I'm not going to analyze these games too closely unless something really cool happens, so let's get back in the pool. Cava again. I usually do pretty well against him, but today is a new day. He's a GM. He's very strong, so you never know what's going to happen. Let's just play b3. He can maybe play his knight into b4. It looks like he's going to go for some plan with c5. Let's go here. Okay, I'm going to take this way. Maybe bishop h3 just to bother his rook. He's going to sack. Okay, let's take here. Maybe taking c8 was more critical, but I see what he's kind of going for with the compensation related to these bishops. Let's at least take there. I think that's going to slow him down somewhat. All right. No fear, guys. We're braving the discoveries on our king. Maybe knight g4. Knight g4 looks kind of nasty. Okay, I'm going to try to hide. And survive. Okay, let's take there. I don't think he has much. Yeah, he just resigned. Running out of material. All right, back in the pool. So 1-1 against Cava. Let's do something a little interesting here. We'll advance our h-pawn and see what happens. Okay, we'll play e5, try to grab some squares. I know he's pre-moving a lot in the opening, so we'll see if we can catch him a little bit. Queen d2. Okay, we'll go here. And I guess bishop there. Let's go queen here. See if he wants to swap. He's going to have the bishop pair. Okay, we're going to do this. Maybe he'll push f5. He does. So let's stake out some territory on the other wing. Therefore, we'll take that. Go here. Maybe try to make it difficult for him to castle. He's going to play his bishop to a3 from the looks of it. Let's go knight here. I'm hitting d3 twice. I'm also hitting b3. It's kind of nice. I can't take, though, huh? Well, I better eliminate his dark square bishop, at least. Oh, I can't even do that. Yikes. Okay, come here. Oh no, I got my knight completely trapped. That's not good. Yeah, this one's essentially over after he takes that piece. I'll still play some moves, but not a great chance I come back from this one. This game is truly awful. Okay, let's just sack and go kind of crazy. see what we can do. Hit his rook. Hope he blunders it. Hope he blunders some back rank thing. Probably not going to happen. He could just castle here if he wanted. Okay, we're coming in. We have some life. We're on the respirator, but we have some life. Okay, yeah, time to resign. Not a good game there. Our knight got way sidelined on b2. Yeah, what happened? Bishop f1 was a good defensive resource because his bishop is kind of useless on this diagonal anyways. So he might as well send it to defend d3. And then after this, I overlooked bishop e3. Okay, let's play d4 in this one. We're going to play, let's play like a torre. Bring our bishop out to g5. He's quick too. This guy's fast. Okay, let's do this. And okay, I'm going to take. Play the rook over here. And let's go here. See if he wants a little trade. Let's go here. I guess he could maybe take here. He does. He avails himself of that opportunity. Okay, let's come in here. Attack that bishop. I'm very loose on d3 and also a2 though, if you notice. Okay, we'll take that. Probably I have to do that. Guess I can come here now. Okay, let's just take this. Hard to say who's better right now. I think you could make a case for both players. Let's advance the a-pawn. I feel like the a-pawn is going to give him some trouble, though. Okay, let's come here. How are you going to stop this? Okay, now we get this rook in the game. Better come behind here. Queen a6, maybe? Nope, that move. Good idea. Okay, I'm going to come here. I might have to just give that pawn. Let's come here. Try to check him or something on the back rank, but it's not working out too well. Let's hide our king. Go here. Can he save that? I don't think he can. Okay, let's do this. Can take h4. Oh, now I'm running with my king. I guess I got to run here. Yikes. Run, king. Okay, let's come here. Let's come here. Yeah, he has queen somewhere. Queen b3 mate. Okay. Wow, he had almost no time left either. Nice checkmate by him. Okay, so Cava's taking some of our rating points right now, but it's early in the session. I thought my a-pawn would be stronger than it was. Maybe I missed a chance for bishop d6 somewhere, attacking the rook and also the knight. Doesn't look like it. He did a good job of corralling the a-pawn. I didn't think he'd be capable of that, but he proved me wrong. And then later, yeah, here I probably should have taken, well, I don't know, rook or queen. Both are possible. That attack he had on my king was super annoying. Maybe I should have gone rook takes e6 check and just gone for a bunch of checks. I probably have at least a draw if I do that. Although if rook takes e6 here, he could technically play king h7 and try to hide his king. Maybe I even play rook h8 then, or rook h6 rather. As played, I felt like I must have been dead. I'm pretty sure he missed some superior continuation. Maybe queen takes f2 here. My king is completely exposed and on the run, so I doubt I can survive. Okay, the doorpost is next. Another fast player. Yeah, the doorpost is usually like sub 2400, but they're capable of making an upset pretty much at any moment, so we do not take them lightly. Oh, I just blundered a pawn. Let's defend that. Let's go c5 and then knight c6. Castle. Go here. Play h6, maybe e4 soon. Looks like a good way maybe to get into the c3 square if allowed. So he covers that. I'm going to take there. And then let's play bishop e6. We'll cover the d5 square. d5's a bit tender. If they put a rook on e1, I can play bishop a5. So that's nice. Let's go back. They can bring their knight into f5. I better try to neutralize that bishop. Bishop takes c6 maybe, although I take on b2. Tough to say what's happening there. Let's do this. Good plan by them. We're coming over and attacking those knights. Rook d1 probably is good, though. Really precarious situation. Okay, let's come here. Precarious for me, mainly. Let's do this. Try to pin them up. Let's come here. If that knight moves, they're dead. Okay, can I do this? Maybe queen takes e5. Okay, I'm going to try this. I want to get at their pawn on b4, but it's a little tricky at present. Okay, let's come up. We got great king activity here. Fantastic king activity. I think they want to make a break for our pawns over here. At least try to. f6, I got to do this. All right, we're promoting next move. Oh, maybe not. Let's do this. Okay, let's do that. Oh. Oh, the notorious 0.0 win. I mentioned this before in videos, but sometimes ICC doesn't recognize one side as having flagged. So you get the win even though you're at 0.0. That was lucky because, as you can see, that guy was just flying at the end. I probably should have taken the pawn on g3, but when you're playing quickly, it's easier to play like short moves. So I was just checking with the queen and trying to like get him to play his king into a check so he would lose time. Yeah, I mean, I wish I would have eliminated the pawn so that I have at least a draw. But that's a long move across the board to go take the pawn. And those tenths of a second matter in bullet. Well, my endgame technique was pretty good, aside from not winning earlier. Maybe I could have promoted without... No, I guess knight f4 check, they are getting back in time with knight d3 coming, no matter what. Probably right around here I should have just... I don't know. Well, I guess the way I played it's fine. It just takes a while to win. Obviously, knight d5, I hung my knight. Knight g5, I also hung the knight, but I had the passed a pawn. In the opening, I was down a pawn, though, and only some imprecisions by white allowed me back in the game. Looks like right here after bishop takes g2, they had knight d6 check. That's a nice in-between move. Instead of recapturing or capturing on e8 and then taking g2. So knight d6 would just win that rook on e8 outright. All right, so I'm in the pool waiting to be paired. Let's just see who else is playing at the moment. Cobra and Master Sierra, not very high rated, either of them. The Doorpost playing. Is Cava still playing? Baya Mesa, Women's Grandmaster, 1600, not very high. People's bullet ratings are all over the map, even like good titled players. There used to be this guy, if you know the Swedish Grandmaster Ulf Andersson. His name is Berta here on ICC, and I haven't seen him much in recent years, but he used to play bullet all the time, and he was never very high rated, like usually hanging around in the 2000s. But the guy is just amazing at chess. He's a legend and one of the best endgame players of all time, and at his peak was very, very strong. But, you know, he was like slightly older, just couldn't play bullet very quickly. Okay, here I'm playing a queen a5 scandy, mixing it up a little bit. Play the bishop out to f5. I played this system for so much of my chess career. It's just old hat to me at this point. I'm going to take the pawn on c2 because I'm greedy. I've done the same against Danny Wrench in the past, much to his general annoyance. Let's castle while we still get the chance. There's some sacrificial lines that white can try here, though, especially sacking on e6. He blundered his knight, which is very fortunate for me. He's probably got to go for broke and play d5 at some stage here, but I don't know if he will. I'm just going to go here and block that check. Yeah, and he probably has to go for broke and play d5. Let's go here, look for a queen trade. A queen trade cannot happen as far as white's concerned, so let's just develop. And there he goes, d5. If queen e5, I have bishop f6, so I'm not worried about that. Rook e8, hit the queen. He has rook takes d5 here. No, he doesn't. I could just take his queen if he did that. Okay, let's pull this back and defend. My bishop does not stand too well on g6, but for two pieces, I'm willing to go through the trouble of a slightly bad piece for a while. So, okay, we're getting some trades, and I can just swap here cleanly, so let's do that. Yeah, he just resigned. Okay, so we get a victory there against Andy Pandy. Let's check out the best list while we're waiting. So if we check out the 1 minute best list, I'm currently sitting here at about number 7. We've got Leverage, the mysterious Leverage, who I never see playing, but occasionally he jumps in the pool. Eric Hansen is Eros. Darnock is Conrad Holt. I don't know who Dark Ocean is. Anton Kovalyov. That guy's quite good. I think he's older than 24 years old. That might be an old finger note. We have Paratyako, Gennady Matshuzhin. Also Dubov, who we played recently in Cava. Daniel Naroditsky. Lots of familiar faces. Saya, if you remember Saya from some of my older battles. All right, we're going against the Doorpost. Speed is of the utmost importance. And we're playing a mainline Catalan. That's bishop c6 is a little different. But okay, I'm probably going to get my pawn back. Let's do this. And then take on e5 next. I think I had this against Danny Wrench. Not to bring up Danny again, but I'm fairly certain he and I have played this way before. Okay, let's play h3, just kick that knight out of here. We'll try to keep this bad boy corralled. I'm missing d2. I'm going to go here, see if I can play e7. He still has d2. Okay, well now he got his piece trapped. He can still go d2. He finally sees it. Okay, I got to take here. Yeah, maybe check on d2. I think I can come here. I have a sneaky move like knight b1 if I want. Here I have knight a4. Let's first take this, though. And then we're going to go knight a4. Hitting the bishop, hitting the rook. Yeah, this is just winning. I can check here now. It's probably the easiest. Let's come here. I'm going to play rook d7 and try to threaten rook f7 mate. Oh, no, I can't do that. That's annoying. Okay, I got to do this instead. So a bit of a misjudgment there, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. Let's bring this in. Go after his pawn. Let's do this. Just see if we can swap down for a second against him. Let's go here. Okay, I'm going to take that. I know I'm not playing this ending well. I fully realize that. Let's go e4. We'll take here. Yeah, now he's losing, but he's got the time edge for sure. Let's just take that. Okay. All right, so we won that. Probably with the extra piece, I should have won much more easily. I was keeping an eye on that clock, though. I didn't want to get too low against the Doorpost. Hope we can get some games with Cava or someone else coming up here soon. I'm sitting at 2580. Again, let's check out what's going on in the pool. Danger Zone is playing. You guys see that okay? Yes, I guess you can. That's a mating net, unless black sacrifices their rook on f6. If the king goes to the back rank, rook d8 is coming. Yeah, so black resigned. Let's look at another game. Grobdeg, another familiar face. What I like about the ICC 1 minute pool is I've been playing this pool for like 15 years, maybe more. I've been on ICC for a long time, and ICC has been around for a long time, since like I think the mid 90s or so. And there are certain players whose usernames you remember, and even though you might not see them for a while, you could both take a couple years break from ICC or chess in general, but you come back and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that player. Like if you guys remember Hawkeye, Grandmaster Roland Schmaltz, famous player in the early days of ICC and internet chess in general. Very good player, like one of the best bullet players, and they kind of dropped off the map. I don't even know if Hawkeye plays chess anymore, really. But like that's a name, like if he entered the pool tomorrow, I'd be like, Hawkeye, I remember you. Okay, so I think I'm going to take. There might be some issues with my knight hanging and also the weakness of this pawn, but for the moment, I think this is okay. Let's do this. Maybe we can look to. Let's take f1. We win a tempo here at least. And I can come here, gain another tempo. Knight f3 check is coming. Okay, now our pieces are coming to life. e4. I don't want to play e4. So, okay, let's do this. I want to play b4 and kick that knight away fully before doing anything else. Let's do this. We've got a lot of stuff going for us here. This is quite nice. Okay, let's do this. I'm just going to guard e7. Probably run this pawn down the board. Let's go here. Let's do this. Rook f1, I can play queen e6 at least. Let's bring our king up a bit. Okay, give a check, and we can try to swap. Let's do that, and then go check and go take that pawn. Yeah, he's not going to survive here. Let's bring this pawn up. More checks. Not a lot of time left, though, John. He's going to come up and try to win. All right, so let's just go eliminate that. Okay, and we got the mate with 1.2 remaining. I played 67 moves. He was killing me on time, though, with about, I don't know, maybe right around here. I glanced at the time, and I was down like 10 seconds. But fortunately, we were able to evade the checks, and my pawns are too strong. Then it's just a matter of picking off his pawns and either going for a checkmate or making sure you hoover off all the material so you have at least a draw if you flag. It's an important bullet strategy. Okay, open Yagami is the next opponent. Let's play e4. Why not? We'll mix it up a little bit. All right, we're going to play an open Sicilian from the looks of it. A Kalashnikov. Shout out to Tony Rowe, author of The Killer Sicilian. Okay, we'll go c4. Yep, I had this against Mare Anguisse in Blitz recently, which means sea serpent in Latin, according to one of my subscribers. Thank you for the Latin lesson. D6. Hit the bishop. Looks all right. I wish I didn't play that move now. He can take and mess up my structure. Okay, well, let's take here. I've got weaknesses all over the place, though, don't I? Okay, let's take and then play knight f5. I can take here. This is really not looking good. Probably need to fortify that. I got to go back to this terrible square. Yikes, this is absolutely gross. Okay, rook d1. I just got to somehow dispute the d file. Let's look to trade. I mean, he can bring his queen into h4. There's so many nasty things he can do here. I'm toast on the dark squares, if you haven't noticed. Queen e1 is a threat. I guess I got to take that. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, he can go for a trade. I can scarcely move. He's really trying to put me in zugzwang. He's going to work around and just win that pawn. Yeah, I'm just going to resign. That was an absolute crush by Open Yagami. Let's get back in the pool. Maybe playing e4 was a bad decision there. Okay, it's revenge time, Mr. Yagami. Let's go after his knight on d4. He takes, okay. We'll go here, hit that pawn. Okay, I'm just going to develop. I'm not going to mess around with taking. Maybe I could have. Rook b1, bishop e5, something like that. But in bullet, you got to err on the side of practical chess and not get too wrapped up in what could happen. Let's go here, attack the queen. We'll try to maneuver this knight a little bit. All right, I guess I'll take that. Let's play e5, trying to nail this d4 square. Use that for our own benefit later. Let's go knight c5. I guess I'll just go back. Not proud of that move, but it was played. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's come here. Attack this pawn. This guy plays well. He's not giving me much to work with. Let's bring this over. I'm worried that they're going to take at some point on e5, although they might have missed the boat. Now they're attacking. I'm attacking f1 and also b5. So I think this could be trouble for them. Let's take that. Let's push. Okay, so I should have enough to win now. It's just going to be a matter of suppressing their counterplay. Let's go a6 just to make sure this is always defended. Bring that in. Oh, and I blundered. Queen takes. Yep, okay. So I missed that. It's still going to be a little tricky for them, but I think they should win. Not sure I would have done it that way, though, if I were them. They seem content with a draw, but I'm not gonna go for the draw. We're gonna try to play this for a win. Good move, good move. Yikes. Oh, they're playing so many good moves. Yagami. Stop. All right. Ooh. Oh, I somehow won that. Wow, that player was tricky. Yeah, they jumped right on that mistake when I played rook d3, not realizing that they could just reply with queen takes d3 and I'm in a pin on the c file. Then I possibly foolishly declined a draw right here. It seemed like they were content with a perpetual. Maybe I should have just grabbed on a3, although they have bishop f1 coming. I tried to connect my pawns and it was mayhem after that. Tough opponent. I wonder who that is. I'm going to check out their stats. Vladimir Belous. International Master Vladimir Belous. That name sounds very familiar. I've definitely heard of them before. Okay. So, checking out another game in progress. Garampon. I played... See, Garampon, that's like a type of player. Like, as long as I live, I'll remember Garampon on ICC. I played so many games with them dating back like 15 years. So... And sometimes you even remember like stylistic things about a certain player. Like I was saying, Berta Ulf Anderson is incredibly strong but very slow. So whenever I played him, I would always be losing on the board, but I would just like flag him or something because he was typically like 20 seconds behind. So Little Mermaid is up a piece here. Garampon is up a few seconds. I certainly am betting on black in this position. I mean, white doesn't have much to show for the piece either. Not much play. Queen takes d3, rook takes e8, but wouldn't be enough. So black is defending the rook. Oh, and white just hung their queen. Not sure what queen d4 was. And Garampon resigned. Okay, now we are playing the Little Mermaid. Let's castle, play d4. Okay, we'll do this whole scheme. And then play... Can I just take that? Or is that a poison pawn? I don't rightly know, actually. No, I think I can take it. If knight here, I can just retreat back and defend this bishop. That took me a second to realize, but pretty sure that's the case. Queen f6, maybe? Yeah, they're going to do it. But it's a pawn, and their queen is a potential target on f6, so this should be good. Let's go here and kick them back. I like the look of this. Let's go here. And maybe knight c4. Now let's play rook e1. We'll just be safe and guard the e-pawn, just in case they play f5 or something of that ilk. Okay, how about this? Attacking the bishop and also the knight. They can play bishop d7. They did not notice. Let's take here first, and then we'll take here. Yeah, Little Mermaid resigned. I'm sorry, Ariel. Yeah. Under the sea. Okay, let's take a look at another game. Garampon and Cobra this time. A lot of like 2100 type players who the system will pair me with, but it takes a little while. There has to be like no other decent opponent available for that to happen. I'm going to play about 10 more minutes, I think. So black is just refusing to take that bishop, although white retreated and defended the rook at the same time. Ooh, d4. Threatening queen takes h3. That's mate in two. Queen h2, queen f2. Oh no, it's covered by the knight. Never mind. This is not so clear at all. And they're both like firing out these moves. Rook c7. What the heck was going on there? I feel like black missed a checkmate or something, but maybe not. At any rate, I'm playing budzie next. Let's play g6. Gurganidze time. c6, d5. Okay, it's a new one. f3. I'm going to do this, and then maybe play for e5. Yeah, let's do that. Break up their central structure a bit. Let's castle here. We go here, threatening to take, and then take d4. So they have to respond to that somehow. I don't think this is a smart idea, the way white's playing this. It looks very shaky. Okay, let's come here. Maybe try to play knight e5. Looks like good timing on this. Well, let's do this and attack that bishop. I really want their dark square bishop. If I could get that, that would be fantastic. Let's come here. Go here. Try to get into c4. Guess they could trade if they want. f7's a little bit weak, but my knight on e5 controls so much territory. Let's come here. Again, trying to prop up knight c4. They could play bishop c5, but I think I just sidestep. I've got everything under control. Knight c4. Yeah, let's try it. So we'll look for the trade. And then we can come in here. Weird looking move, but I think it works. This knight is undefended at the end of the line. If rook d2 take, pawn takes. Yeah, they saw that because... But now they run into fork issues here. And on f2. Wow. The knight's doing work right there. Back in the pool, but let's take a look at that one. They knew knight c4 was coming, but I think they were just trying to engineer some scenario where they could kick the knight back. I just happen to have knight b2 in this position. Yeah, forking the rook, the bishop. Also, when that rook moves, we take. If they had played rook d2, I was intending to play knight e takes d3, and then after c takes d3, bishop takes c3. Winning material. I guess they can take on b2 there, and I'll only be up in exchange. They might have some compensation because of the dark squares, but I've never encountered someone who plays f3 in response to d5, kind of like the fantasy variation of the Caro-Kann, if you're at all familiar with that opening. Doesn't look that great, but might be playable. The pool's a little bit slow. It's about 7:45 my time, U.S. Central Time. So a lot of the Europeans should still be awake. Knight h1. That's an odd maneuver. I don't know why black decided to go there instead of taking the pawn on e4. They probably just didn't see that. King d5. Now white's going to get a lot of king activity. This is white's game to win. King e6, yep. White could eliminate all the pawns right now if they wanted. Bishop there. Okay, and we're playing grobdeg. You know what? Let's play grob against grobdeg. I wonder how many people do that. Like voluntarily play the grob. Okay, let's go c4. We're playing some demented version of a English. I'm going to do this. I'm playing now a demented version of a Benko Gambit. Hey, it's Bullet. Can't criticize me too much, guys. I'm here for your entertainment. Okay, let's play g5, try to keep this closed. I'm afraid of these pawns. I'm afraid they're going to play like e4 somewhere and crush me, but maybe I'll keep my king in the center for now. I think my king safety has been fairly compromised. So maybe I should have taken on c6 there. I don't know. Let's go here. Okay, introduce some ideas on b7. This knight stands very well for them. What is my plan here? I don't even know what I'm going for. I can't really play e3. I guess I'm going to play rook g1. Knight b5. Okay, I'm going to go for queen a3 and maybe try to go for an endgame if I can. If I can get this to an endgame, I think I will be pretty satisfied. Because my king is perpetually in danger in the center, so that's why I don't want to mess around with this for too long. Okay, let's come here. Again, trying to trade. Pursuing a trading strategy. e4 looks nasty. Take. It's not going to work. I got to hurry, too. Okay, I got to run with the king. So they could check me on e6 and try to work in. Oh, that's crushing. Yeah, that's over. Okay. So playing the grob against grobdeg didn't work out too well. Occasionally I'm successful with openings like that. I know you guys haven't seen me play those type of openings on stream, but occasionally I can do it. But he crushed me pretty handily. Probably the combination of the Benko and the reverse Benko and g4 is not so good because I have no king safety if I ever want a castle short. I might try it again against him, though, just because I'm stubborn like that. Still in the pool, waiting to be paired. Gray Sky versus H Sacrifices. H sacrifices, going for the bring the knight to f7 strategy as quickly as possible. That's like Maestro ASK, Alexei Kireev. That's what he does as well. So maybe this guy is a protege of him. Black has a reasonable setup. They can go for f5 at some stage. Try to attack the e4 pawn. Pawn break. If you happen to watch my recent video, Chess Fundamentals number 4, pawn play. Black is doing totally fine here. So, not the greatest session for me, but I'm having fun, and that's the most important thing in Bullet. White's going to route this knight probably to c4. I think they got to trade now and try to get that knight up. I like white here, especially since they can take here and then take g5, win a key pawn. d6 is under attack too. I do not think black is long for this world. Yeah, white was going to win that. All right, the doorpost. Let's go here and take on d4. This player pre-moves a lot, you can tell, so I'm just trying to play in a way that makes them most uncomfortable. Let's go here and attack this. Okay, we win that pawn. That's really nice. Let's stop them from castling too. All right, I'm going to take there. And he's going to castle by hand. That much is clear. So we're going to do this. And then maybe come here, try for knight e5. See if we can get a good quality game in against the doorpost in this one. We're already well on our way. We've got a nice position brewing. Let's go a6. Just kick this back. We're going to defend here. I think I can play e6 and maybe go for d5. Looks all right. It's the danger of pre-moving. Yeah, they pre-moved a little bit too much there, and they may pay the price. I'm not going to trade queens because I think with the danger to white's king, a trade of queens could help them more than it helps me. This is really bad for white. There's so many good options here. You know what? I'm just going to take and then go here and try for queen c2. I mean, they have to trade. I win b2 after that. Also, their king is going to be forced to a really bad square. There's just nothing happening positive for them. Okay, let's take there. Let's bring this in. More bad news for white. I'm up like a kajillion pawns. That's an actual unit of measurement, kajillion, in case you didn't know. Just defend this. The a pawn is constantly hanging. I will take it at some point. Yeah, I'm not playing this very well. Ugh. All right, this is like the only way I can lose this. All right, let's go here. Let's go take that. We're going to try to trade down here. Oh boy, that was ugly. That was the ugliest game ever. Did I get too fancy and just started burning time when I had a great position? Yeah, they played h4 and I spent way too long right around here because I want to play bishop g7, but that would lose g5. So I kind of got stuck for a moment. Yeah, and they're fast. They just didn't let me get back in the game after that. So, all right, well, that happens in Bullet. Let's play like 1 or 2 more games and call it a session. Yeah, I tried to finesse it too much. All right, Sam 08 is the next opponent. Let's see if they go for... Okay, they're going to go for c5. Let's pre-move this capture. Some players try to delay the capture on d4, but they really should take that. Okay, I'm just going to go here. I'm not going to win a pawn. It is possible to play that way, but again, in Bullet, simplicity is the most important thing. So let's do this. Maybe they'll swing the queen over here. They could try that. And then maybe try for like bishop h3 or something of that nature. What to do here? Okay, I think I can play this and then take e7 next move. They quickly saw the point of that, so okay, I'm gonna take here. And can I play c5? I'm gonna try it. I don't know if this quite works out tactically, but we'll find out. Good move. Okay, I'm gonna sack the exchange here and see what we can do. My opponent's just playing really well. I'm trying to hold that pawn, but that's not easy. Yikes. Yeah, e6. I'm running out of ammunition here, guys. Just nothing to do. All right, I guess I'm going to go for a swap, but what am I really accomplishing? Rook c2 is good here. That's also good. Rook c2 at the very end. This bishop is trapped. Yeah. Okay. Nice game by Sam. Okay, this is going to be my last one. I've already punted a ton of points this session, so probably good that I'm wrapping it up. Yeah, just nothing really going right. I'm not, like, that fast. Not playing, like, terrible, but I'm playing, I don't know, maybe, like, my C game or something. And that's not good enough in the 1-minute pool. You'll just get destroyed if you do that. So, final game of the session. If I win this game, I might get over 2,500, despite starting with 2,600 rating. Okay, and we get a Grandmaster to end the session. Sight chick. This is Grandmaster Thomas Roussel-Roozmon, I believe. Okay, let's play for d4. And, okay, I'm going to play c3 and just defend the center. Let's develop this bishop outside the pawn chain. Go knight c4, maybe. Okay, let's go rook c1. Not entirely sure how to play this position. We'll go here. It's hard for me to see how I should resolve the pawn tension. That's one thing I'm struggling to figure out here. Maybe d5. They do play it. Black's minor pieces are well placed. Okay, I'm going to come here. Maybe take at some stage. I'm threatening to take and then win b4, so they respond to that. Okay, let's come here. I think I got to do this now. Maybe they can take with the pawn. They decline to do that. Let's go here. Now I'm just down a solid pawn, but we'll try for some sort of compensation. Get something going on this wing. Go here, attack this. Can I take? Can't even take, I don't think. Yikes. Go here. Stop the pain. Okay, yeah, he's playing prophylactically. He's playing well, too. We'll try, guys. Go after f7. Ooh, take f7. Yeah, that's just how my session went. Getting beaten all the time scrambles. Ouch. Okay. Well, he was beating me on the board too, so I don't feel too bad about that one. Although right at the end, I probably could have done something much better here. It was just mayhem with the clock. So let's tabulate the results of this very lackluster session. Okay, so I played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games. And I won... Let's see, is that the... No, this is the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 and 8, no draws. So on paper, not terrible, but yeah, my rating really took a hit because I wasn't playing like anyone higher rated than me, with the exception of maybe Cava for one game. So 50-50 session, but lots of rating points down. Oh well. Hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. And I'll be back again soon with another video. Talk to you guys later. Bye.